Our first guest today is legendary former Imagineer, Tim Delaney. Tim, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
I had an idea to redo the Energy Pavilion. So this was a high-speed flying ride that went into the inner world. It went to the nano world, and you see we compress you in. And it was a ride that flew through that whole building. And I came down here and looked at the Energy Pavilion, and that building is enormous.
We have Don Dorsey and Mark Nichols.
I had brought a short clip to show you of what the Millennium might have been at Epcot had things gone according to the original plan. And this is what we call the crane show. When I saw this, I thought, I'll just wait this out.
So the tank is, it's 24 feet deep, it's 200 feet in diameter. Mm-hmm. The tank holds 5.5 million gallons, and there's another 1 million gallons in the life support system. So yeah, it was pretty complex.
Yeah.
But it made a great show, and we got a restaurant.
This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. And here now are the top Disney park stories from around the world for October 14th, 2022. The Walt Disney Company is still scheduled to move Walt Disney Imagineering and other departments from Glendale, California to Lake Nona, Florida. The move was originally supposed to be completed in 2023, but it was delayed until 2026. Construction of the new Lake Nona campus is also slow going. That is, it's not going anywhere. At the Leisure Prof on Twitter shared photos of the future Disney campus site, saying it has adopted the Tron timeline. The construction site looks just like a field with a retention pond. He did point out that Disney has prepared this ground, including moving the retention pond. However, no vertical construction has begun. Of course, some Imagineers and cast members have called for Disney to stop the move, partially due to the political situation in Florida. Others chose to leave the company rather than relocate. According to the local 362 Unite Here website, after 2 days of additional bargaining with Disney management, talks have concluded between Walt Disney World and representatives of the Service Trades Council Union. Although they have been in talks for the last couple of months, they have had yet to reach an agreement. The union said that, quote, while progress has been made on many workplace improvements, several critical economic items remain open. The areas where additional negotiations will continue are wages, health care, retirement, paid parental leave, third shift differential, coordinator and trainer premium, additional holidays, Juneteenth would be one of those, hour guarantees. The union states there are two remaining local 362 side letter issues, which are attractions premium and custodial restroom and recycling premium. The current contract has been extended on a month-to-month basis with the agreement that all wage increases be retroactive to October 2nd, 2022. The next bargaining session has been scheduled for November 1st and 2nd. The meeting location and start times have yet to be determined. Once a full agreement is reached by the parties, the deal will be subject to a vote by the Disney Union members. Disney is developing a Society of Explorers and Adventurers film based on the society of the same name featured in the Disney parks around the world, most prominently at Tokyo Disney Sea. According to Deadline, Strange World filmmaker Qui Nguyen has been chosen to write the film. Ryan Reynolds' Maximum Effort company will produce it. Disney is hoping Society of Explorers and Adventurers will launch a new franchise. It's billed, quote, as an adventure tying together the lore behind several of Disney's most famous theme park attractions with a modern twist. It'll be a new take on the sea mythology, pursuing alternative angles in present day by adding a new supernatural element to the history and following new characters not present in the original lore. The film would be separate from the previously announced Disney Plus Sea show. That series will reportedly be set in the Magic Kingdom universe, where Disney parks, lands, and characters exist in their own reality. Sea, of course, originated at Tokyo Disney Sea with the Fortress Explorations attraction in 2001. It was inspired by the Adventurers Club, which was part of Pleasure Island at Walt Disney World. Possibly the most famous attractions connected to Sea, of course, Mystic Manor at Hong Kong Disneyland, later the Tower of Terror at Tokyo Disney Sea, and elements from Sea have started to pop up all over the Disney parks around the world, including in the American parks at the refurbished Jungle Cruise. It's also rumored that Tokyo Disneyland's updated Space Mountain and the Disneyland replacement of Tarzan's Treehouse could both be sea-themed. A new Mickey Mouse popcorn bucket exclusive to annual pass holders will be available at Walt Disney World soon. Mickey is peeking out of a pile of popcorn in a preview video that Walt Disney World pass holders' Facebook page shared. The bucket will be available starting October 25th. The Tomorrowland Light and Power Company in the Magic Kingdom is being updated ahead of the opening of the nearby Tron Light Cycle Run. The Space Mountain exit gift shop is currently closed with no announced reopening date. Part of the retheming is removing some of the Tomorrowland 1994 elements from the shop, including the giant gears above the main entrance. Some gear-like trim has now been removed from the facade. 2 layers of trim, one rigid like gears and another blue with silver dots, were previously around the top edge of the arched windows. Both layers of trim have now been removed. The gear-inspired clock remains, as well as some gear trim above the banners next to it, but it's possible these will be removed as well. After being closed for quite some time, the Cool Ship has reopened at the Magic Kingdom. When we stopped by earlier this week, cast members were preparing to reopen the stand, and then later in the day, it was indeed open to guests. Cool Ship has not only returned, but it also has a new menu. Popcorn is available on its own or in the Mickey Premium Popcorn Bucket. Cotton candy and ice cream novelties replace the churros that were previously sold here. Cinnamon glazed nuts are also available for $5.99, though they don't appear on the menu board. Additionally, the soft drink selection from the soda fountain has been pared down to only Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite. Lovers of Disney's Westerns will want to giddy up to Frontierland in the Magic Kingdom, where a bulletin board has been updated. This has been around for quite some time now, but we want to take a closer look at all of the Easter eggs. The board replaces a former Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom portal, which was removed back in May of 2021. The board is packed with references to Disney's Western films, along with other beloved Walt Disney World relics. Let's mosey on down memory lane, shall we? This advertisement for the Hard Times Cafe in Quake City pays tribute to the 1975's Apple Dumpling Gang. It even lists an apple dumpling as a specialty of the house. This ad actually references 2 films, Westward Ho! The Wagons from 1956 and the animated short The Saga of Windwagon Smith from 1961. Westward Ho! Is also the name of a food stand just a few steps away. This poster lets us know that the Hoop-de-Doo Review is in town, featuring the Pioneer Hall Players. Of course, if you actually want to see the show, you have to get out of town and head to Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. If you're looking to do some ranching in an exotic locale, check out the Great South Seas Cattle Drive, led by Lincoln Costain, the lead character of 1974's The Castaway Cowboy. South Seas also has been used for a number of other Disney properties, like the Club in The Rocketeer and the former shop at Disneyland. The cattle skull remains overhead over all this. And when the rodeo comes to town, Slewfoot Sue will be there riding a catfish and catching the attention of Pecos Bill, as seen in the 1948 animated film Melody Time. Of course, Slewfoot Sue also formerly hosted dinner shows at the Diamond Horseshoe. And look out, Elliot, Dr. Terminus is around, and he's selling his remedies for instant relief and miracle cures. He caused quite a bit of grief for the heroes in Peach Dragon in 1977. And to the left is a poster asking for gold miners at the Big Thunder Mining Company. Finally, you can get in on the Land Rush in Silver Hill, Colorado, but you might want to trade your horse in for a snowmobile as the setting of 1972's comedy Snowball Express. How fun is all that? That's great. I love all these little details that are going to add into Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, being a product of the 70s, is not often a detail-heavy park, so it's often these later additions that give it that detail and character. So this is a nice little thing they did. Dreams are where the imagination goes to play, so it's only fitting that a Figment Cuddleez plush has flown into Walt Disney World. It's $39.99. The plush shows Epcot's beloved Purple Dragon fast asleep, discovering what magic journeys his mind can conjure. We found this at Disney Springs, but it should be all around Walt Disney World as of now. Price increases have hit Walt Disney World in more ways than one this week, and as of October 13th, the price of most Minnie ear headbands has increased by $5 from $29.99 to $34.99. Signs next to Minnie ear headbands throughout the resort have been updated to reflect the change. Some ear headbands are still individually marked as $24.99 and $29.99, however. Lounge Flight ear headbands, the one you're looking at now from Caribbean Beach Resort, are still priced at $39.99. And some ear headbands that have the new pricing are still $29.99 on Shop Disney. Following the debut of the Fab 50 character collection statues in 2021, ornament sets inspired by the golden statues were available during the holidays, but a new set has debuted for this year featuring 5 different statues. It's $49.99. The ornaments, of course, have detachable iridescent ribbons. The character statues this time around are Tinkerbell, Stitch, the Orange Bird, Dumbo and Timothy Q. Mouse, and Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. As the holiday season approaches, Tokyo Disney Resort has revealed its full slate of Disney Christmas merchandise coming to the parks on November 7th. We have details on all of them. It's all at WDWNT.com. You can check out the entire collection, including, many of you may remember that I got that big churro pillow. Well, for Christmas at Tokyo Disney, they have a chocolate churro and a different wrapper. And so they've turned that into a giant pillow. You got to check. It's so cute. There's even a Christmas Nautilus on some of the merchandise. I'm going to be out a lot of money. Check it all out on the website. Of course, for the latest Disney Parks news, head on over to WDWNT.com and follow us on your favorite social media platforms. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. You can also support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Inner Globe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside as he and a panel of Disney superfans take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog. They'll tell you its history, details, and give their review, so you'll know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes, or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube on WDWNT TV.